Hi, my name is Madison and this is my Physics 2204 project. For my project, I will be demonstrating both uniform and accelerated motion using my car. I will record the time of my car to be 10 seconds for both motions. For accelerated motion, I will be going from rest of 0 kilometers an hour to the final speed of 10 kilometers an hour. And for uniform, a constant 10 kilometers an hour, both within a 10-second period. Hypothesis. I hypothesize that my dt graph for uniform motion will represent the motion in a diagonal line, as the vt graph will be a straight horizontal line showing the constant speed of 10 kilometers an hour. For my accelerated motion dt graph, it will show that since it's accelerating and speeding up, that the line will curve. As for vt and acceleration of the graph, it will represent a diagonal line showing my car speeding up. The materials that I had used were my car, phones and stopwatches, measuring tapes, and tape on pavement as a starting point. The procedure of my project was I demonstrated uniform motion by going a constant speed of 10 kilometers an hour for 10 seconds and measuring the distance that I had traveled from my starting point to where I had finished. As for accelerating, I started at rest of 0 kilometers an hour from my starting point and accelerated to 10 kilometers an hour within 10 seconds while traveling the same 27.8 meters as I did with uniform. Conclusion. The demonstration of my project worked out as planned and my calculations were as expected. While solving my equations using the kinematic equation, finding my distance for uniform motion, I ended up with the exact distance that I had measured from my starting point to where I had stopped at 10 seconds, and I had traveled a total of 27.8 meters. While also finding my acceleration for my accelerated motion calculation, which led to be 0.56 meters per second squared, also using my kinematics equations. This is a calculation for calculating uniform motion. The formula I used was V equals d times t, and I got 27.8 meters. This is the calculations for my accelerated motion using d equals v1t plus half at squared, and my answer was 0.56 meters per second squared. This is my accelerated vt graph, and it corresponds to the accelerated motion because the line of the graph is accelerating from 0 to 10 in the matter of 10 seconds. This is my dt graph, corresponding to the acceleration of my car, as the line on the graph is curved as such because the car is accelerating from 0 to 10, with a total distance of 27.8. This is my uniform vt graph, as the graph corresponds to the motion of my car as it travels at a constant velocity of 10 kilometers an hour for 10 seconds. This is my uniform dt graph, as the graph is corresponding to the motion of the car as it's traveling a constant speed of 10 kilometers an hour for 10 seconds, completing a total distance of 27.8 meters being traveled. Thank you.